Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's meeting, co-creation. Today, we're going to start the meditation with a technique of the Nadi Shodhana, which is the alternate nostril breathing, because this harmonizes the right and left brain, and thus also allows you not to zoom in too much into the thought realm. It actually automatically allows you to go back and then just stay in this space of the I am, which is your natural being. And before we start, we just stabilize, just feel your feet on the ground. And you can also feel your spine. And ask to connect to your higher self. We connect to our higher self. I am presence. Mother, Father, God, pure consciousness. In order to allow ourselves to transmute, heal, transcend densities in our multi-layered bodies, or it's called also a hologram, it is good to apply the technique of the Maharic shield. And it is your reminder how to connect to the 12th dimension. And the 12th dimensional field is the field where there cannot be any inversions. It is the Christed consciousness. It's not literally just connected to a person. It's connected to a consciousness. And humanity's DNA has been greatly manipulated throughout many, many millennia. And if you had applied different types of healing modalities, you know that you can find a modality working for you. But then soon after, maybe weeks after, a month after, you retort back into that same phase, into the same problem. And that's due to the fact that the inversions in our field are on an atomic level, cellular level, DNA level. And when we train to stay in the Christed dimension, which is the 12th, so if we have our own universe, there are countless universes. That's why it's called a multiverse, but ours has 15 dimensions. Then you need to get to at least the 12th dimension and stabilize there in order to start truly feeling that some general recoding is taking place. And then, even Jesus or Yeshua said that if two or more are gathered in my name, so my name is the I am, the Christed consciousness, where you're automatically reminded of your true nature. And so this is why it's good to use the Maharic shield. It's all the Maharic shield, envision it as a tube of light, and you're always in that tube of light. But sometimes when there is no conscious awareness of that, then a lot of overlays, holographic inserts, or other timelines bleeding through your hologram, because reality is so malleable. There's not one reality. It's very malleable. So if you actually intentionally and consciously plug into this 12th dimensional tube of light, it allows you to abide in your much higher frequency, and that starts correcting everything that's not in alignment with that 12 dimensional frequency. So that's why it's really good to do that. And you can do it first thing in the morning and also before you go to bed, so that you do not entertain more the fluctuations into lower densities, which is easy for us. If there's a lot of inversion in the field, it's easy for us to fluctuate. And you notice, like after a meditation, you might feel very empowered, rejuvenated, and then there's like this down moving spiral, and that doesn't have to be there. And the more you entrain staying in pure loving awareness, the fluctuations are not as permanent or imminent. So plug into your spine, and as soon as you do that, you're unplugging from the chaos from in front of you. And just visualize an upward facing triangle and a downward facing triangle pushed together, forming 6 sided or edged Merkaba. And it starts spinning in the center of your head with a crystalline silver, pale silver light. And just let's stay here for a second. We're also starting to adjust our scalar wave frequency, because your entire hologram is functioning, riding scalar frequency waves, flash waves, modulations. And as we spin this Merkaba at the center of the head, closely envision how we're actually activating the entire spine. So just see that silver pale light is entering from the head. Obviously, it started already activating the crown, center of the head, back side of the head, the third eye, front of the head. And then it moves down into the throat, clearing the throat, because we are managing to reactivate all of these places. Yogic science is about dreaming. And do not misunderstand this word dream. It is a very highly conscious dream, meaning that your electric frequency is imprinting your magnetic frequency. So the mind, which is such a powerful tool, is imprinting the body, thus creating exactly that divine reality that you came here to experience, but you are the creator. So that is a deeper meaning of yoga. You become the creator, activating the throat, where you hear the voice of your soul. And then we move into the heart, the back side of the heart. We're using the pranic channel, the central channel through the spine. And just feel this Merkaba clearing the heart space, all of the layers of the heart. So much confusion sometimes caused by the emotional body. And just stay, rest here. Feel your entire chest light up with this silver flame, silver ray. You know, the heart teaches you that maybe there are surface fluctuations. Our personality is made to be someone, do something on this earth plane. But the heart is teaching you to repose, to stop, to be. And that is the healing potential. And it's so direct, there's nothing to understand. The heart never wants to understand. The heart just wants to love. The heart just wants to share. And that sharing of love is the being. It's always there. If it's not there, it means that it's overlaid by the mind. The mind always needs to control and understand. We move into the solar plexus, two places just below the rib cage. That's one place. And the belly button, behind the belly button and a little bit above the belly button. And just feel these two spot above the belly button and behind. This is your power center. We're lighting it up with this silver light, the Merkaba star. This is actually the place of the mind, thoughts, personality. And all of this is fine. There's no problem with that. But we're actually adjusting in this place to the thy will, to listen to the will of our divine nature. And that will, what is that fueled by? It's so simple. It's fueled by your true nature, love, awareness. In pure, immanent being. I'm hearing if there's any undigestible food, thought, emotion, feeling in this power center. It is just purified, neutralized, and canceled. You can ask whether you're connected to Yeshua or Mother Mary or whoever you're connected to. You can just connect to the cosmic mother. That is the feminine creative force, Devi. To remove all of these obstacles, undigested fear, undigested repulsion, that which repulses you, that which renders you helpless. I surrender all of these obstacles that are in the form of not digesting emotions, feelings, thoughts, impressions, literal food, experiences. I surrender and release. We move into the sacral area. The sexual reproductive organs, the womb or the hara space for men. And just feel this Merkaba lighting up that space. clearing, rejuvenating. This is the place where we are being driven to express our divine spark. A lot of our creational energy starts from the womb or the hara space. So we ask to remove any and all lethargy, sluggishness, lack of energy. You see, this is the dreaming when you are asking for the highest good of all and it is given. So ask, you're concentrated, your attention and focus, your conscious awareness, and you're commanding the hologram to adjust your beautiful multidimensional being to its highest soul frequency. We do this unconsciously anyway, but that's when you bring about chaos. You can visualize a vortex in your hara and womb space. It's like a centripetal force, a vortex. It is your magnetism that is cleansing and clearing anything, any obstruction that is thwarting your beautifully creative powers. And just move down into the root. The root chakra starts from the tailbone and it ends at the anus or perineum, pelvic floor. That is your root chakra. That is your connection to this planet. And just feel that the perineum is actually harmonizing. The first chakra is harmonizing with your crown. And there is a clear communication between the crown and your spine, entering the root. And just clearing, we're going to ask Ganesh, to Shiva's son, Shiva and Parvati's son, the remover of all obstacles, connected to the root chakra. To remove any and all obstructions, obstacles that are standing in the way of us embodying our divine mission, our divine dharma on this earth plane. If there's anything stalling, if there are looping repetitions, looping discord, unequal energy exchanges where you feel like you're bleeding into your experience. You're the one giving, 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 and there is nothing in return. That's a root chakra problem. We ask Ganesh to transmute, delete, cancel. So it is. It's so empowering. Ganesh is a warrior. There's no obstacle that Ganesh cannot dissolve. And you see, Ganesh is just another imprinting of your own divine nature. Humans are masters of limitation. What does that mean? That we are masters at overcoming limitations. Just feel that your root is expanding between the tailbone and your perineum. It's expanding wider than the body. Just moving a lot of ancestral stuckness, ancestral coding. We are made to know that we are warriors. And the warrior is fearless. This is also, the root chakra is also where fear is stored. So that you can fearlessly walk this earth plane and create in the divine name, the divine word, the divine action, intention. So we went through all of these beautiful centers, which create your sense of reality. Just zoom into the third eye again with the Merkaba. We inhale there, and then when we exhale, we're going to drop the Merkaba to the center of this planet and drop it with the exhale. And we see that we're connecting to the crystalline grid of this planet. It also has its own aura. And then we're going to inhale here and exhale to our Earth star just 6 inches below our feet. Inhale and exhale there. And just see that there's this beautiful disk of light, pale silver light beneath your feet. And this disk of light starts to form a tube of light around your body. So just inhale into the disk, and when you exhale, we're going to bring this tube up all the way past your crown, all the way to consciousness. Inhale and exhale. You're encompassed in this disk. in this tube of light, adjusting every single cell to this 12-dimensional and beyond frequency of our Christed being. I ask this beautiful light tube to correct any inversions, dissolve all of the untruth, dissolve all of the suffering, all of the blindness, all of the sin which is just missing the mark. Missing the mark means that you lack the sharpness of your multi-dimensional consciousness. Just feel that there is this beautiful vortex, a moving fire of silver pale light, removing the densities in your field and in also in our co-joint field. So it's cleansing our blood, it's cleansing our lymph, it's boosting our organs, the interstitial fluid, all the way to the subatomic particles. And I'm also asking to recode our field to awaken our 12-dimensional DNA. In the 24-dimensional DNA, those that can be implemented. So all of the junk, the so-called junk DNA is reawakened to our highest divine awareness. It seems like these electromagnetic currents are reconfiguring the DNA code-making system. It can create heat in the body. The DNA is like an antenna, and it's not all the same to what level your antenna is activated, what kind of channels it can attune to. Is it only the 3D, 4D, 5D, and so on? And now we're going to start applying the harmonization of the two brain hemispheres. You can put your middle finger and pointy finger on the right hand in the center of your forehead, and just start tapping the center of your forehead. And you can stop, and then we're going to use our ring finger and thumb to close either sides of the nostril. We always start this exercise with the left. So do not plug in any of the nostrils. Inhale, plug in the right nostril, and exhale on the left. Inhale on the left, inhale. Continue breath and visualize this red light at the center of your head. 2, 3, 4, and then plug your left and exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. Zoom into the center of your head. Keep your breath and visualize a white disc, a white ball of light at the center of your head. Plug your right side and exhale on the left. Perfect. Inhale on the left. And just stay in the center of your head with the right ball of light. And you can just trace this space from your center of your head all the way to the tailbone and back. And then plug the left side and exhale on the right. Inhale, white flame. From the tailbone to the center of your head, white ball of light at the center. Contain your breath. Trace the space between your tailbone and the right side, center of the head, white flame. Exhale on the left. Red. Inhale, red. Just plug into the center. Contain your breath. Exhale on the right. White. Inhale on the right. White ball of light at the center of your head. Contain your breath. Plug the right and exhale on the left. Red. Inhale, red. Just move to the center with the red. Exhale on the right, white. And just continue for a few more minutes. The same thing. Inhale on the right, white. You can notice that where the white and the red flame meets at your third eye, that is the entrance into your central channel. That's your divine being. You can drop the practice. Just have your palms facing upward. Just imbibe the peace, the centeredness, the loving awareness of your being. You can also direct the crown to open and sit under a waterfall of light. It's like this divine effulgence. Very slowly, you can start feeling your body. Make sure you feel your toes, your feet, all the way to your crown. Every single cell is now attuning to the frequency of our highest blueprint, because everything is an imprinting. The world around you is just a vibrational imprinting, a fluctuation of scalar patterning. And it is you who can modify, purify, heal, and act, be from your highest blueprint. May we all be, love, live, act from our divine being and bring about the new earth paradigm of unity, of creation for the highest good of all. So it is.